Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. I'm so excited to be jumping on here tonight. My name is Sarah Shinta. I am a senior director with Mary Kay, and I'm so blessed and honored that Wendy actually asked me to teach all of you some really fun stuff. So, if you're on here with me live, I would love for you to say hello, introduce yourself. I love meeting other Mary Kay girlfriends and oh my goodness, are you so excited for seminar coming up? I don't know. I'm in Emerald. So I'm leaving on Wednesday. Like, oh my goodness, a week from today. I cannot wait. So, anyway, I'm excited to be jumping on and getting to know you ladies a little bit, letting you get to know me a little bit while Wendy, your fabulous director, is on her trip to Europe. So, and just a little bit about me, I have been building my Mary Kay business now for actually almost 12 years, which is so crazy because, yeah, good skincare. But in February, it'll be 12 years. And wow, I mean, I'm sure like a lot of you probably thought, like, never in a million years would you do Mary Kay. I don't know. That was me anyway because I'd actually never heard of the company. I never heard of the products before. I barely washed my own face and I didn't really wear a whole ton of makeup. So, as a kid growing up, never in a million years did I think I would do something like this. But, where I was at in life, just like a lot of you, I was working a full time job. So, I actually worked in healthcare and I was going to school full time. So, I was in college finishing my master's degree and I was getting married. I was also a like part-time worship leader at my church. So there was just a lot of different things going on, burning the candle at both ends. I'm sure like some of you can relate to that. But I didn't want to have any downtime. I didn't want to have any time to think. My director, when I was a consultant, she used to do this joke at her meetings. She had this little skunk from Bambi, and she would say, "Too much thinking makes you stinking." And she would like throw the skunk at people. She was hardcore. But anyway, I learned so much from her and I love her. But it just that always stuck with me because I was a chronic overthinker. And maybe that's you. I don't know. Um, and if you hear my kids screaming in the background, I'm sorry, but you might. And anyway, so that was kind of where I was at in life at the time. And a little backstory, something that a lot of people like did not really know about me is I struggled with very low self-esteem and depression and just not feeling good about myself or like where I was at in life. And I don't know if any of you ladies ever struggled with that, but I know that it's something that a lot of women go through that we don't always talk about. So, anyway, that's kind of where I was at, right? And all these things going on and I just felt very unfulfilled in my life. I felt like something was missing and I didn't know what that was. And I was praying about it and asking God, and I thought that by going to school, getting the degree and getting a great job, that I was going to feel important or validated, but come to find out, even after going to school, doing the thing, getting the degree, getting the great job, I still struggled and I still did not feel worthy. So I kind of settled. And I don't know if any of you have been there either, but I settled and I just kind of kept going through the motions of life and I never quite felt right. And that was like when Mary Kay came into my life. And I actually went to a Mary Kay party after saying no about 7 times. I was not interested. I didn't want to go. But I finally did. And you know how she got me to go? The director called me on the phone. I'll never forget. I was on my way home from work and I just had the most stressful day at work. And she called me and she said that she wanted to meet me. And just something about the way that she worded it, I was like, oh, okay, well, you're actually on my way home. So I'll just pop in. So it was the craziest thing, God ordained moment. But I went there and I met my director, and she was over here. She used to be a teacher making a six-figure income with her Mary Kay business. So her highest paycheck was over $13,000 in 1 month. And also, um, she had a free car, which I thought was pretty cool. I had just bought a car. It was not free and it was used. Couldn't really afford it, but I thought I was getting a raise at my job like really soon, which didn't happen, by the way. But anyway, but really what inspired me the most was not those material things. It was her happiness and her joy. And she was having so much fun. And I looked around the room, everyone else was having a blast and laughing and smiling. And when I tried the products, I looked in the mirror and I was like, wow, I really love all of this. I feel beautiful and I really didn't even put on a whole lot. So I was like, you know what? I don't know what I have to do, but sign me up because I want to be a part of this where I can help other women feel good about themselves. And then maybe, I might feel good about myself too. So that, was where I was at. And fast forward to now, oh my gosh, so much has happened, y'all. I have 3 little girls. I know, crazy. But I have Aria. I thought I had a picture of them pulled up, but I guess I don't. But anyway, I have Aria, who is I have a little picture here, or you could come follow me on Facebook. But Aria, she just turned 9. I need an updated picture. And then Arabella just turned 4, and then Alana. Yes, all A's, like the Little Mermaids. But as a mom, I want to be there for my kids. So of course I need some time out of the house too. All of you mamas, you know about that. But I love Mary Kay so much. I don't work in healthcare anymore. Actually haven't for about 10 years. Little did I know, but God knew that I was going to lose my job. About a year after I started Mary Kay, I got laid off, which I was not expecting, but I was like, do I really want to go back to an environment that is negative and also that could fire me for any reason? No. Plus, I was making like twice the amount working my Mary Kay biz on the side. Actually, I became a director 4 months and earned my car 4 months after I started Mary Kay. And, I kept doing my thing with Mary Kay on the side until I got laid off from my job. At that point, I had 2 free cars already. I had been a director, maybe, I don't know, not quite a year yet, but I just decided to take a leap of faith. And I said, hey, if it ever doesn't work out, I can always go back to healthcare. But here we are. That was almost 11 years ago that I lost my job. In December, it'll be 11 years. So crazy. But God knew what he was doing. And I am so grateful and so blessed for all that Mary Kay has done for me and my family. We were able to buy our first house. And of course, having a car from Mary Kay for the past 10 years has been so huge. The pink Cadillac is amazing. Highly recommend going for that pink Cadillac. Or maybe you're going for your first free car, but type in the comments, like, what is your goal right now? We just started a new seminar year. So I would love to hear, what is your goal? And it's really the best goal to set is not what everyone else says. It's not what your director says, even though I love you, Wendy. It's really what you could get excited about, right? So I want to hear your goal. You could share, hey, this is what I'm working on in July. But that's just a little bit about me now that you know. So if you heard my kids screaming, they were like trying to bang on the door or get into my office. That's what they do without fail. Like every time I'm on a video, someone tries to come in here, even when daddy's home, which he is. But anyway, so I want to talk to you ladies about a couple of really fun tips and some of my favorite products, but also some of the ways that I'm getting bookings right now and sales, growing my customer base, building a team. So lots of things are happening, but I hope you all have something to take some notes with. But I want to talk to you about a strategy and something that's been working for me and my team, and then I'm gonna give you a little challenge too to go along with that, because I know that Wendy is bringing some gifts home from Europe and hopefully she has one for me. I'm just kidding. You are my gift, Wendy. But anyway, so, all right. This is what I want to talk to y'all about. And you may already have heard about this. You already know about this, but I'm going to talk about it again. It is our Mary Kay skincare line. I have it in a time-wise bag. It's fine. But I want to talk about this. So it is a brand new skincare line that Mary Kay just came out with. But I'm also going to talk about this makeover contest that Mary Kay has going on. But something that has been really working for me are mother-daughter or multi-generational pampering sessions. So right now, what I have seen is a lot of young people, like I have a 9-year-old, but a lot of young girls, they're coming around talking about retinol, hyaluronic acid, all of these big girl ingredients that they do not need. And they're all asking me about it. All the moms, like, hey, do you have this? Do you have that? I was like, hold on a second, hold the phone, because a 9-year-old does not need retinol. So I'm very passionate about teaching that younger generation about skincare. So I love the Mary Kay skincare line. I have been building a test panel ages 8 to 18, and I've had some amazing women, even like my daughter's friends, their moms. So we do like a mother-daughter or even multi-generational pampering session. So, they can include their grandmas, their aunts, their sister-in-law, like whoever it is, right? So what I'm doing is I'm reaching out to all of my mom friends. I put a couple posts out on Facebook too, just to feelers. Reaching out to my mom friends, like, hey, I am building a test panel for this new skincare line that came out, ages 8 to 18. I would love to get some in your daughter's hands and get her feedback. And I'll even give you some free products for helping me. So I've had so many people say yes. They're like, oh my gosh, my daughter would love that. Okay, great. Well, let's set up a time. So I've been doing some things at my house. I give them an option. Do they want to do in person or do they want to do virtual? So obviously, if they don't live local, I will do virtual. And so I'll tell you kind of how I do it, from front to beginning to end. And then I want to share with you how I close the sale. And I sell a lot, my team and I, a lot of roll-up bag specials. So the minimum price for a roll-up bag special, maybe you've heard of it before, is $1.99. So we've been selling a whole lot of these. So I'm going to teach you how I do it. So, okay, so we talked about like mother-daughter pampering session. Now that we have this makeover contest going on, you could even say, and you be entered into this contest where actually we would be entered to this contest where you could win a luxury spa trip, $1,000 in cash, other prizes, other cash prizes, product prizes. And if you win, I win too. So it's a win-win, right? So let's just say you get them on the books. If it's in person, awesome. So one thing that I like to do is I say, okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I penciled in the date in my calendar. Now, since I need the feedback of 30 people, could you invite a couple other mom friends? And for each mom you have, I will give you $10, an extra free product. So that's what I do, but you could do your own thing, but that's what I do and it works. Sometimes I just say, I'll give you extra free product for helping me reach my goal. So what I have found is that people, especially women, other women, we want to help other people win. We want to support other women. We want to be a part of their win. So share your goal with people. Let them know, like, hey, my goal is to get the feedback of 30 people this month on these new product lines. And we could do, and don't worry, like you're going to get to try the big girl stuff. That's what I tell my moms, right? That are coming. So now if it's virtual, I forgot to pull these out, but Mary Kay, let me see if I could grab one. Hold that thought. Okay. So here they are. Now, Mary Kay makes samples of the new skincare line. So they do a normal to dry. They do a mattifying one, right? A hydrating and a mattifying. So I make up little packages. I have a little printout that I have that basically kind of tells them the steps But if I'm mailing them those packages, I'm going to set a date for them to hook up with me. I like to do it on Zoom personally because I like to talk to them. I like to see them. You could do Facebook Live too, however you want to do it. But once we set the date, I get their address and everything, same exact thing. I will say, since I need 30 people, Susie, do you have a few other mom friends that I could send pampering packs to and you can invite them? And most people are going to say yes to that, to getting free product, inviting their friends. I've even done Zoom sessions where they are all together, but I am Zooming in. And it's amazing. Any way that you could get in front of people, love on them, make them feel important, get them to try the products, right? You are planting seeds. So, okay. Now, of course, my mamas, I am having them try the Time Wise Repair. This is my absolute favorite skincare line. And I just believe that everybody, like over the age of 30, needs to be using this because, hello, the results speak for themselves. I'm sure Wendy would agree with me on that. So the mamas, they're going to be trying the Time Wise Repair. And I might throw in, like, since we're doing the makeover contest, like a little dash out the door makeup look. So if they are in person, I keep everything in my roll up bag, my demo stuff. Then they might be getting to try, let's see, the primer. I do CC cream. Of course, I do Fanorama. I love it. I also do a lip gloss and a liquid eyeshadow of some color. So this is the dash out the door look. This is all that I do. It's very simple. It takes like less than 5 minutes to do. But everyone gets to try the dash out the door look, and they love it because a lot of these, especially the young girls, they don't really wear makeup a whole lot. And less is more. So I love to give them like the lighter colors. The Sheer Illusion and Fancy Nancy are my favorite. Okay, so we do our dash out the door look, and well, here's a couple other fun things that I like to do. So at my appointments, I'm going to share with you how I sell a lot of those roll up bags. I actually call her Ida. That's what I call her. Ida, I deserve it all. So in the beginning of my appointments, I always tell them, so we are looking for three things. So one is for someone to be a customer. So whatever you try tonight, you can actually take it home with you. And I'm also going to tell you how you can get Ida here for free. So keep that in the back of your mind as we're trying things. And the second thing we look for are hostesses. So I'm specifically looking for 2 hostesses, women that love to gather women that want to help me with my makeover contest. And you are going to get a ton of free products. So I know a lot of people ask me how to do different things like smoky eye or contour highlight. Maybe you just want a color for your color season. So we could totally do that too. But I want you to think about what else you would want to learn. Maybe you want to do another spa session. We could do that too. But that would really help me and you get free products. So I'm looking for 2 ladies tonight. And if that is you, you're going to get an extra special gift at the end. And then the third thing that we look for, well, I am looking to expand my team. And Mary Kay Ash, she was our founder. She used to say that there's a new beauty consultant at every skincare class. So who do you think it's going to be? Okay. So that's like my intro to my parties. I want to tell people, I want to let them know, like, hey, you can purchase these products. There have been times, of course, not every time is perfect, but I might have said something. I might have forgot to say that in the beginning. And people were like, well, how do I get products? Do I go on a website? And I'm like, oh my gosh. So that just tells me that a lot of people don't know that they can order it from you right then and there. So you want to let them know like that and set that as the expectation. I also tell them that at the end, I'm going to meet with each person individually, like in the other room. So always have a separate closeout place. I mean, a lot of this you probably already know, but that's what works for me. Excuse me. So we try all the products, we do all that fun stuff, and then I go over with them. I want to ask them a couple questions. And I have a little set sheet that they're going over, but I want to find out like what's their favorite product, what do they want to learn at their next session, and of course, if they have any questions about the business. So, and if you guys have any questions, of course, like pop them in the comments. And I may not be able to see all of them right now, but afterwards, I'm going to go back and I'll respond to you. And you can always like feel free to reach out to me personally if you have specific questions. I would love to answer them. But anyway, so I'm going to pretend that y'all are in my skincare class right now. Okay, so turn over the back of your sheet. I'm going to show you what sheet I use too. But turn over the back of your sheet and I want you to answer the question. So the first one on there is what was your favorite product? And I am also going to go over all the products that we tried. So pull out that other sheet. Now I'm going to share with you ladies what it looks like. Let me just share my screen really quick. And I'm going to show you the set sheet that I personally use. Oh, here it is. Okay. So now on here, there's a lot of different sets on here, but I'm going to go over what it is that we tried. So the first thing that we tried, y'all, oh, and there's some specials, which I'm about to tell you about those too. Now the first thing we tried is the repair set. So that was, of course, for all the mamas, it was that cleanser, that advanced lifting serum, the day and the night cream, and then that fancy eye cream that we were talking about. Now there's a couple other skincare sets that we did not talk about, but at your second session, we could totally go over those, or you could try them. But for all the ladies that are under 18, we did the Mary Kay set. So that has the cleanser, your exfoliating scrub, your toner, and your moisturizer. Now, okay, and I'm going to tell you about the other products that we tried too, but I want you to circle if Oprah were here and she were giving away free stuff, like what would you want for free? Circle the ones you would want for free. And I want you to put a big star next to any of them that you just have to have today. But I am going to explain how these specials work. So up at the top, you're going to see the Princess, the Queen, and the Cadillac. So how many sets are in the Princess? 4. Okay, awesome. You're paying attention. So I'll give you a quick example. That time-wise repair set right here, that is normally $215, but because it counts as 4 sets, it actually would be a Princess. So it would be $199, and you get Ida here. Remember I told you about her? You get her for free. So she is so cool. She unrolls. She has a little hook. Oh my gosh. These, oh, little secret about Ida. She is actually a stripper. So these come off and you can just hang them, stick them right back on there. Okay, and then she rolls back up. So you get Ida for free with the Princess, the Queen, or the Cadillac. Now let's just say you want to do like a mother-daughter set. So the repair, it counts as 4. The Mary Kay set counts as 2. So that would be your queen right there, $299, any 6 sets. And you get to pick 1 extra item for half off. Yay. Now, let's say you want to add in the makeup products that we tried. So today, what we did, the Flawless set. So we did the CC cream. You got to try a brush. And, well, there is a translucent powder on there. We didn't try that today, but oh my goodness, slay all day. So we did try the foundation primer, but I totally forgot to have you try the finishing spray. So let's pull that out and use it real quick. That is the slay all day. It's kind of like hairspray, but for your face. We did the lip color in Fancy Nancy, and then our dash out the door. So let's just pretend that under eye corrector is actually a lip gloss because we could switch it out. And then we did the mascara, and then you get to pick your color of liquid eyeshadow. And all of these count as 1 set. So you could add like 2 of these makeup sets, and that would be your Cadillac. Now, we also do payment plans. So I wanted to throw that out there to you. Now on that question on your paper, it says, What products would you want to take home with you today and what is on your wish list? So go ahead and fill that out. Um, Okay, so I'm going to take my screen off, but that is typically how I go over those specials. There's a couple other questions on the sheet, which I didn't go over, but let me see if I could just pull it up. I don't want to deter you from anything that you are doing with Wendy, but I'm just showing you what I personally do. So if I can find it, I will pull it up. And I really like using it. Oh, I think I just found it. I like using it because it has all the questions, the closing questions, like right on there. So you are not guessing what to say. Um, and at the end, when you close out with them individually, it makes it super easy. So fabulous friends, love doing that referral game. But these are the questions that I go over on the back. What would they want to learn more about? I even have them put a little date. But these are those questions. What products would you like to take home? What products are on your wish list? You can write everything. And then, of course, I do go into some talking about the business, but we're not going to get into that whole thing today because I'm running out of time. But I did want to share a little bit of that with you of, how I'm getting these bookings and how we're kind of doing the appointment and then how I am closing the sale. So, and of course, again, if you have questions, pop them in the comments and I will go back and answer them because I can't see any right now for whatever reason. But what else was I going to say? Oh, so yeah, basically I take each person into the other room. So how we usually do it is I tell everyone like I have a gift for you in the other room and whoever wants to come pick out their gift first or whoever has to leave first, I'm going to take you and we're going to go into the other room or like a separate area. That way I could talk to them individually. And I basically just ask them, like, what did you love the most about today? And wait for them to tell me. And a lot of people already know what they want to order, but I do look at that sheet and I said, great. Well, I see here that you are wanting this. The princess. Okay, awesome. How do you want to pay? Like, let's do that. And then I take their sale. And then, of course, I want to book their second session because I like to say that many times during the appointment about their second session that they share with friends because it's always my goal to get at least 2 bookings from every one of my parties. But mostly what I wanted to talk about tonight was that, booking and then the sales portion of that. I don't ever put catalogs out at my party. I don't even bring them in with me because people ask and I'm like, I don't have one. So I can be truthful and honest about that. When people look at a catalog, they typically will buy like a lipstick or like a really low ticket item just because there's too many choices and they're overwhelmed. So putting things into a set is going to boost your sales like big time. And don't prejudge people. Always share it with people because we want them to be on the best skincare. We want to help them build their confidence and feel amazing about themselves just like we get to feel. So and I share that only because when I first started Mary Kay, I had a money issue and it was like a psychological thing. I never had money. So I was thinking, who's going to want to spend $200? So I never shared the specials. And then I was like, why is everyone else making all these sales and I'm not? That was why, because I wasn't even talking about it. I would just be like, okay, thank you for doing the facial. And then I kind of waited for people to buy something. And a lot of times they didn't, probably because they didn't know that they could. But once I started changing the game and started sharing those, I've been on the Court of Sales many times. Court of Sharing is my jam. I think this is my 6th or 7th year now, but I love passing it on, and it's not about me, but it is about the women that we get to make a difference in their lives every single day. And I really hope and pray that some of what I shared with you today, like you had an aha moment or something that you are going to try. But my challenge for you is to reach out to 10 people like in the next 24 hours to book with them. And I want to hear back from you. So please like reach out to me on Facebook, Sarah Shinta. My name is right there. There's like one of me. Okay. So you will definitely find me. I would love to hear, or on Instagram, like, hey, I did my 10 booking attempts and I want to hear like when you got your bookings and I want to cheer for you. But ladies, it was so fun. I am so blessed and honored to be able to share with you tonight, and have an awesome, amazing rest of your night and a powerful week. And I hope I get to see some of you at seminar. All right. God bless, ladies.